Yo, what's going on, everyone? This is Chris coming at you from the channel I Am Toys. As always, make sure you hit the 4K option in your YouTube settings so that way you get this in 60 frames per second. So yeah, another custom review, man. This is I guess version 2 of the from Beto Matali of part 3, Jason, Friday the 13th, obviously. This is that rendition. This is when he first puts on the hockey mask. You know, it's a milestone moment for the franchise and probably one of the biggest pieces of, I guess, we'll say legal issues as well between, we'll say, the creators of Friday the 13th, you know, Cunningham and, you know, the guy who, you know, wrote the script. It's, yeah, it's good times. I don't have time to get into that, so you guys can search some of that stuff up on your own. But man, this, it's exceptional, man. It really is. There are some things that people are going to gripe about. There's some stuff that people are going to love. I'm still keeping my OG version because there's just no way. There's no way I could get rid of it. You got to be able to display both, man. Not in the same case, but you know, separate. I've seen some people let go of their sets. I think that's a big mistake. I would happily keep or take one if someone decides to sell another one. But no, that's not true. I can't afford it right now anyway. But again, no way in hell would I sell the OG, and I'll do a couple comparisons, you know, if I have time. But anyway, let's just get into it and we'll talk about everything it comes with, you know, what's different. And again, if I have some time, we'll do some comparisons between the other figure. And yeah, man, we'll go from there. So man, if you guys enjoyed the Hobo review, you're really going to enjoy this review too, man. Like, it's just an incredible set. And like I said before, or if I didn't say before, the advanced set, again, doesn't come with this dial. You know, it's by Alex Robles, but man, it's incredible. So anyway, as we get in, let's show you the accessories first. Ooh, here we go. So you get the pitchfork that also came with the prior version as well. You get the Scuba Pro, and bear with me, guys, while I'm going to actually adjust. Oh, I'm going to adjust my hand grip here. There we go. All right, so yeah, the Scuba Pro is more accurate than the previous one. Everything's a little bigger than it was before. Again, the previous version was it was sized differently. This one's also sized differently, so things are a little bigger this time around. The fire poker, I like the paint app on this, but I like the paint app on the other one too. You get the butcher knife and my dude's hand. That's different as well. The knives are resin; those are not metal, but they're painted well. The handles aren't wood; those are all resin. And my dude's hand here, the watch, I think that's a watch, you know, that he has, or you know, if it's a bracelet, if I'm wrong, but I think it's a watch. You know, that's actually a separate sculpted piece that Beto put on there. The previous version was already sculpted in. This is a separate component, so I like that. You know, it's a nice little change. And then, ooh, man, I keep hitting shit. And again, as you see, here's the COA. This is the advanced edition. I have 7 of 50. Beto's like, I'm never doing 50 sets ever again. So anyway, let's get to the figure itself. So we'll show you the Stan Winston sculpt first. You know, this is the makeup that did not technically make it into the movie. This is the makeup that ultimately did make it into the movie. These heads, again, everything is sized a little bit differently this time. Those are a little bit, these heads are a little bit bigger. They have better paint apps on it. I think the sculpts are even a little bit different as well. Or maybe a lot different, actually. But terrific, man. I mean, the mask look is always going to be the money look, but if you want like some alternative posing and stuff, you know, you can. You know, top down, dude, I mean, Lou did an incredible job on the tailoring as always. I know some people are gonna, you know, gripe with the color of the shirt. You know, the previous version, some folks are gonna think that that's more accurate, and then other folks are gonna think that this is more accurate. So, but you know, there is a scene where you do, or actually there's quite a few scenes where you'll see, you know, the shirt kind of transition over to this color a little bit. So, you know, again, I don't know if it's just the color grading or exactly what, but you know, there's usually a method to Beto's, you know, system on how he does things. So, you know, I haven't asked him, you know, the thoughts behind the changes in the shirt color, but you know, I'm sure he's got his reasons. So, And you get an extra mask as well. That does not come with the rope. That's a part of the dio. And but you get that if you want to like take the head off, you know, put one of these heads on and then put that mask on. But honestly, this looks just way better, man. So that's where I'm going with it. I'm gonna stick with that. But dude, the presence of this guy is just so, it's really incredible, man. I mean, it stands out a lot more, you know, than, I don't want to say it stands out more than the previous, because both versions are really good. And like I said again, like earlier, if you have the original, man, don't sell it. It's not worth it, dude. You gotta have both, man, because there are representations of both that are worth. It's worth keeping them for. You know what I mean? So again, I can't speak to how awesome it really is. Oh, and the sculpt here, this is different, you know, this time around. The sculpt of the mother's head that came with the previous version is different. This is an improved, we'll say, rendition. And as you can see over here, I actually have the other hand. Ooh, you don't want to see that. The other hand and the other scoop. I was going to do a comparison of those, but I don't know if I'm going to have the fucking time as I'm filming this, man. I might not be able to, but I'm going to show you the previous figure and this one kind of side by side so you guys can see a little bit of a comparison, man. But overall, I'm very happy with this thing. And folks, you're probably going to be able to see some people who are looking for this set. If you may end up catching a couple of these, you know, hit the market, and if you do get an opportunity, man, grab it, dude, grab it. I would not hesitate. But you're gonna pay a pretty penny for the advanced set, man. I mean, it's just the way it is. But I'm gonna cross over to the other side, and I'm gonna get the other figure so you guys can see both of these kind of side by side. So here they are, guys, side by side, well, kind of side by side. His mask is going to look a little bit skewed. That's not the original mask that came with the first version. That's an Oz mask. The OG masks, I still have those as well, and I do swap out every once in a while. But Oz makes pretty good masks. But man, I like this one. I actually think this mask, Beto did an incredible job of capturing like the you know, the Richard Brooker, you know, fucking proportions. I mean, I think he did an incredible job nailing the proportions this time around. Is basically what I'm trying to say. I think it's much more accurate to Brooker or Booker. I think it's Richard Brooker or Booker. Man, I can't remember the fucking last name now, man. I think he definitely chose just again structurally, the body wise, you know, his choices. Yeah, I mean, it just, the presence is incredible. It stands out more to the presentation of him in the movie. And again, I like the mask, man. I really do. I mean, to kind of leave it at that. Like, and the Oz mask doesn't look like this. It's because I have it close to the light, which is making it look all cocked up. But you can see the proportion of the body of this, or you know. This is the older version, you know what I mean? But again, still not gonna sell it. I'm sure everybody's familiar with the hands, you know, the wrists, you know, for some reason color-wise didn't hold, or I don't know what happened, if it just degraded over time or what, but yeah, it doesn't match up with the neck and everything, unfortunately. Yeah, and like I said, you know, proportionally very, very different. I mean, this is the color that some folks are gonna say is the more accurate color. But again, it really all depends, man. I'm telling you. So, what else was I going to say about this too? So again, like height-wise, they're almost the same height. Not really. I think the old version's a little taller. But again, like proportionally, things are just different. Like he's bigger in certain ways. He's bigger in certain ways in some parts. But man, just stature-wise, when you look at him, it's just, there's such a difference. I mean, Beto, you know, really stepped it up as far as, you know, accuracy when it comes to the presentation of Booker, man. You know, like I said, or Brooker. Beto really stepped it up, you know, when it comes to the, you know, structure of who, you know, how Brooker presented himself in the movie. But anyway, guys, I think that's really about it, man. Like I said, I wish I had more time. I was going to show you some of the differences between the old Scuba Pro and the new one, and the hand as well. But I just don't have freaking time, man. And then, oh man, the plate I know you guys saw, but just want to show that one more time too. Sorry, Beto, I didn't have time to show people the art box because the art box is also sick, but I just don't have time to get that in right now. And as you can see, I like these plaques. He gives these out now. And he used to give little plaques out with some of the older ones too, but he goes with these now. I like the format of this, you know, a lot more. So, yeah. Other than that, guys, I don't think I have anything really else to say, man. Hit me up if you got questions, comments. Like the video, share, man, subscribe, all that good shit. Sorry if I a little disconnected today with, how I'm talking and whatnot. My ideas aren't flowing the way they should today. Like I said, coming down with a respiratory virus, which is always fun. But anyway, guys, I'll talk to you soon. I'll see you. Hey, you know what? I'll at least show you this, though. So this is the previous sculpt and paint for the original version. So as you can see, the details on this are a little flatter. Again, proportionally, things are just a little bit different. And then, yeah, I don't know what that was, but something just fell off and fucking broke. Oh my God, man, this is not my day, man. All right, anyway, but fucking, you can see, the differences here. And if I come down here, these are the other heads. Man, this one is nice though. This one, I love the blood effect on this one. This is something I'm still gonna keep. I may actually throw this head onto that version and actually change the neck out so I can do a bloody version, kind of a bloody variant. I think I might actually do that, man. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. But when you look at, obviously, come up here, man, this version, and again, light's blown it out a little bit, but that, and then when you come down here and you look at this version, man, night and day, dude. Beto has come a long way when it comes to his excelling in paint and just the overall methodology and how he delivers his figures now. And again, I'm not even doing the sculpt right now this as much justice as I did on the initial look because I have it down out of the light, so it looks fucking even better than that, But when you look at this and then you come up over here and you see this, yeah, man, you can see the step up, man. You really can. You really can see the step up. So like I said though, man, I think I'm really considering throwing that guy on though, switching out the neck piece. Again, another reason why you don't sell your original if you fucking have it, man, if you have all these pieces, because man, I can swap out the neck piece on the old version, put this on, and boom, I've got a fucking OG battle version. You know what I mean? Like, it's awesome, dude. And the paint and the blood work on this is still good, man. It's a little dated now, but still good, still good. So now I am really gonna disappear. That's the end of the video, man. I'm done. I've entertained you guys enough, made myself sicker. Fuck everybody. I'm kidding, guys. So again, yeah, this is really it. I'll see you in another video. And other than that, folks, I really am going to say peace. Peace.